This is First Contact, Stories of the Call Center.
But I would say time management is one of the really key elements around, especially working from home. Some people aren't even used to working from home. So it's really finding an environment and space where you can concentrate and not have distractions. So that's step number one, making sure your work environment is set up so it's conducive to working from home. And then really getting guidance from your supervisor or manager on what's expected of you. You know, people do what's measured. And so what's expected of you. But then again, once you get past kind of the orientation side of all of that, the real challenge that we see within contact center space is, unfortunately, a lot of organizations have a combination of legacy systems and new systems. And it's just, if you're not tech savvy, you're going to struggle with it a little bit. So helping those people that aren't tech savvy, giving them guidance and tools like a simulator like ours to learn how to do it in a safe environment that lets them make mistakes, because people learn from their mistakes. You think about years ago, I used to sell, John Cleese had corporate training videos that he did, and they were all very, super funny, kind of the Monty Python style. And they would always show the person making a mistake and messing up. And what their theory is that, because we're demonstrating how to do it wrong, you're going to, in a funny way, you're engaged in it. It's a more active versus passive. You're laughing at something. It's an active form of learning. And so that's why they made them funny, because you're going to be actively involved in learning. Even though you're observing a video, you're laughing at it, it's going to go into your long-term memory, and you're going to remember that the next time you encounter that scenario. So same thing with giving people simulations to learn from, is that it allows you to make those mistakes, and you're not going to expect to be perfect right off the bat, but giving people tools like that, they're not going to be sitting in front of their peers and get embarrassed. That's the other thing about role playing. People really do not like, being put on the spot or having their new boss watch them and they get all nervous. We kind of remove that element of the, observing you and calling judgment on you. Because some people just learn slower, and once they learn it, they've got it down. But if you're not tech savvy, a lot of these call centers have a lot of different, you've got 2 or 3 screens going, you've got tabs open, you've got it's crazy. And until you really get comfortable with get that set up, get all your tabs set up the way you need them to be, then you can be really efficient around that work environment. So that's really hard for people, I think, when they first come on board in a contact center, getting all the right technology set up at their fingertips.
Well, that's great. And I think I couldn't agree more, is nothing could frustrate you more in a learning environment when something is literally prohibiting you to be able to do the next step, whether it be the sense of comfort and safety all the way to just having the right technology and obviously not being judged. I'm sure there's plenty of people that have that challenge.